Friday. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see if that seems too loud. Today is May 28th. Wow. May 28th. Yesterday, my daughter's birthday. 7 years old. 7 years
This
old.
just sound like something about to happen.
Leilani, what's up?
It's like
What's
cinematic.
up, Kirk? Happy birthday, Joy.
Hold up.
What's up?
I won't be discouraged. Why won't I quit? Even through snakes and ladders and heartbreaks, I
Happy birthday to you, Joy. Happy birthday to Milton's wife, Tracy. Happy birthday to her. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, baby girl turned 7. And then yesterday she had her last day of school. She was on the honor roll. She got a science award and she got an art award. And I couldn't barely get my chest through the door today. Just so proud. Hey, Mama Yo, what's up, Miss Caesar? How are you, Ari? What's up, Melissa? So, yeah, too geek. Too geek. Then I just got to looking through old pictures, man, just realizing how fast time goes. Yesterday was also special because I got a text about 12 o'clock, and Kirsten, you'll appreciate this. Stefan Crad sent me a text saying he was going to be in town. That means a lot, Mama, y'all. Thank you. Said she needed a daddy like me. Man, I take that serious. And I had some great examples, so that helped. And then I had an opportunity to practice on Kirsten's daughter, Crystal. My little sister Crystal is 13 years younger than me. I saw that. I just saw that right now. Thank you, Renita, for doing that. I was looking through my emails and I saw that. I don't have the alert set up on my phone. I see it on my email. So thank you very much for that, Renita. Thank you for that. That will go toward that limo. that money will go toward that limo that she so desperately wants for her birthday. Zell Pressure, what's up? But yeah, Kirsten, Stefan Credit was in town. He was they flew in from Norfolk for a graduation party and prom for one of his old shipmates who passed away. And one of the last promises he made him was that he would be there to kind of take care of his daughter or help his daughter with some things, if he ever passed away. And he did a couple years ago, and Stefan, holding true to his word, that's what he did. And man, I got to tell you, I did not want to go to the Navy, did not want to go into the service. I was having a ball at Hampton, but I was messing up. And I was messing up. Not being studious, was not following my parents' directions. And so, they sent me off there. And it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. And it's one of those things, when I look back on it, almost every aspect of my life, anything that I went through that I did not want to go through, I ended up coming out shining and winning in ways that I could not have imagined. So when I think about the time in the Navy and all the great friends and people that I've met who I'm still close to almost 30 years later, God, it just seems crazy when I say it that. Wow, 30 years. It's just awesome. I hadn't laid eyes on my boy Stefan in almost 28 years. It's been about 28, 29 years since I last saw him. in person. Thank God for Facebook. But seeing him in person, and then my other boy Vaughn Brock and his sister Melanie that served, and then I met another one of Steph's shipmates from another duty station. It was really cool. It was cool seeing him. What's up, Mark? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So now, I gotta tell you this, Mama Yo, God's plan, steps are ordered. You right, Diva Soul Star. Mama Yo, you almost got me teared up with that one right there. Wish I had a dad. Wow. So yeah, going back to that. Very serious, very intentional on things I do with her, and really the things I say to her. I think I told y'all before how hey Latrice. What's up, Terry Joe? One of the things, like I said, I read an article. This is, and I think, and I probably have told y'all this before, but I think it just bears repeating again. I read an article, and it was talking about how we get young girls to focus on the wrong things, and how often they're very sexualized on how on the responses and the things that we do for them. And so when I read it, Olivia was probably like 2 or 3, and I realized I did the same thing unknowingly. But like if she would ask for something, like, Daddy, give me some grapes, whatever, I'm like, all right, give me a kiss. And I'm thinking it's innocent, but it really what it's teaching is that a man won't do anything for you unless some affection is attached to it. And it shook me. You're like, because the worst part about it is I was setting a precedent. If she asked for something, it wasn't just, sure, I got you, and go get it. What's up, Visionary Howard? It was, hey, all right, give me a kiss. All right, give me a hug. And it was always attaching, like I said, favor or exchanges, affectionate exchanges for goods and services. We'll just call it that. And that was so wrong. And then the other thing about it in the article too, it said, watch the things that you compliment her on. You don't just want to compliment her on being pretty, or that shouldn't be the first thing. I mean, not that you shouldn't compliment your daughter for being beautiful or pretty or having a nice dress or nice shoes or her hair looks nice or anything like that. But you want to reverse the order. You want to change the order. And so, compliment her on being smart, on being a leader, or being funny, being, observant, for being God-fearing, whatever it may be, and then get to all that other stuff. My great nephew graduated from his Navy boot camp on yesterday. Hey, your great nephew. Where was he? In Great Lakes? He's in Great Lakes, Illinois, or is he in San Diego? That's awesome. Tell him what's up, shipmate. What's up, Visionary Howard? So, yeah, all the stuff with her, very intentional, and I love being a girl dad. I do. Little girls are the best. They're the best. Love having a son. That's great too. How about them little girls? He's in Great Lakes. Yeah, I was stationed up there. Renita, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning, KT. What's up, Con? Oh, before we go any further, before we do anything else, like I said, Joy's up in here. Joy, let's give you a little some love.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I feel like I'm gonna be playing this every day for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
To the chorus, let's go. There you go, Joy. What you got planned today, Joy? What you got planned today, Joy? I know Renita gonna do something super dope for you. That's probably the first thing.
Right.
Good morning, Tondlin.
Good morning, Renita.
Y'all sing along. Y'all sing along. Y'all sing along for Joy. All right, before we get to the Martin Luther King, we give it the fade. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
So I wanted to comment on the girl dad, or what you were talking about how we sexualize girls.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that my parents read the study. However, that is, I think, the difference between me and someone else I know. I'll just say that in my family, it was like, well, I'll just speak to me. I won't say that. But I was never, hey, Melissa, I was never, like, for one thing, my mom was kind of like, well, she would compliment me if I had on, a nice dress, or, if I looked put together kind of thing. But that was never a big thing with my mom, because in her mind, like, you didn't have anything to do with how you look. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So, but like if I was cute, it's a special occasion, different. I mean, she would not compliment me, but
right. Yeah, that brings a whole nother, that's a whole nother stigma.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But that wasn't a big part of it. But what I would get was, a lot of congratulations and rewards around school and being smart, academia. Yes, the academics. I was really taught like that there was nothing that I couldn't do.
Right.
Right. And I just remember the things that you take for granted. I remember my father sharing his love of Langston Hughes with me. And my dad and I remember being in junior high, and my dad and I would have like these intellectual conversations about, heavy issues, right?
He's setting the seed for an activist.
but look at who I am now and how that played into it. And they encourage my love of reading.
Right.
And they would let me have conversations with them. It was always respectful, but it was never like be seen and not heard, So
I think, yeah, it's important. And like I said, it's like when I read that article, like you don't realize how programmed you are until you read something that says what you should be doing.
What you shouldn't be doing.
Or what you shouldn't be doing. Or what you shouldn't be doing. Right. And that was most certainly one of the things. And I was like, oh my God, I got to switch this up now.
Right.
And I remember it wasn't last summer because of course quarantine, but the summer before last,
right,
at camp, she won the biggest award that they give out to any student, any camper, and it's called the I Am Third Award, and that's where you put Jesus or God, others, and then yourself.
Oh, I love it.
So it's the biggest award that they give to every camper.
That's awesome.
And when she got it, man, oh man, you couldn't tell me nothing. It was like I'd won that hoe. You could tell.
But in some ways, I mean, I'll give you an example. To me, like I look at Shannon and her son Max.
Oh man, right.
And I'm like, Shannon, you did the thing.
Right. Right. Not one, multiple Ivy League schools. You got your choice.
You're going to Yale. You're a Gates scholar.
That is. Yeah.
She did the thing.
She did the thing. That's on some next level stuff right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, I'm in the group chat with her and Pam and all of them. So they were sending I got to see Jasa
Graduate yesterday. Yeah.
graduating. Yeah. So it's really cool to see all of these little people who I remember when they were like my kids' age.
Yep. Yep.
And smaller, or whatever. And now they're like about to go off to college.
It was, what was it? It might have been. Okay. So it was
Hey, Casey.
one Christmas last year, Christmas 2019. And this, like I said, this just warmed my heart in so many ways. We were over there at no, we were at Young Cravens.
Erica's.
We were at Erica's house. We were over at Erica's house, and her son and Max and a couple of their friends, they wanted to go and do some night hooping across the street, Carter.
At Aunt Judy's.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Carter loved playing basketball. And so at the time, so he's like 8, maybe. And Nico was there, and I didn't really want to go outside to go sit and watch and, make sure everything was all right. But then Max and what's Erica's son name? Jackson. Max and Jackson said, "Don't worry. We got him. We'll make sure he's okay."
I know. So look, Jackson, my memory of Jackson is me and Craven, when we came back from Miami one year, Aunt Judy and Erica picked us up with Jackson, and he was like itty bitty.
Right.
Like a newborn.
Right.
And this is like in my head. I remember them, having to stop in the house and change him when they dropped me off. And it's like, he's so how tall is he now? Like 6'4"?
He's a giant.
He's a giant.
Yeah, he's a giant.
He's a gentle giant, though.
Yeah, but he's a gentle, and all his friends. And here's the thing. It reminded me of Milton and I.
Right.
My boy Trey and Milton, and man, young black men get a bad rap just by visuals.
Right.
If you see them and like I said, they're big and black, you automatically think the worst.
They start to be criminalized when they're in elementary school.
Right. They start criminalizing them. But here's the thing, like I said, it is, I have a prejudice or had a prejudice against them, and I was one. You know what I'm saying? That's
what society has done to us.
Yeah, that's what it's done. That's what it's done. And
we are, like my friend said, we are complicit in our own oppression.
Yeah. What's up, Mark Money? Oh. Y'all gonna love this. This is speaking of food. There's a show on Netflix. It's called High on the Hog. Y'all gotta watch it.
Okay.
It's about this guy who travels back to Benin, West Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the ports where they took us and led us to the point of no return to the Americas. Wow. But it's talking about the foods that we ate, over there, and that have transferred over here, and how okra and rice, and how rice was, it wasn't cotton that was king at first, it was rice. It was the growing of rice in South Carolina. I just learned all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Called High on the Hog. I've only watched 2 episodes, but it's phenomenal. The amount of history that is in our food. And so, I'll speak for me. I know like certain things like cornbread and possibly chitlins or pig's feet or neck bones or whatever like that, or we think of them from slavery. And how, like I said, what the master didn't want, we took and we made what we could out of it. But somebody made the point and said, "Hey man, you don't think it just happened when we got here?" Say no. Right. Back in Africa, we were hunters and we used everything. So you know, so when they killed wild boar or wild game, you know, they knew how to get every piece of meat out of it to
Right.
to maximize and use everything. These things translated from Africa. They didn't just start in
Ah,
Louisiana or South Carolina or something like that, you know, and it goes through this incredible history.
free us to like chitlins.
I used to love them. I used to love them. I used to love
I
chicken.
love. I only eat my mother's.
I don't eat anymore.
I
You know,
still eat my mother's.
I remember, like I said, if there's a I couldn't tell you where it is because I remember making a tape. But I mean, you want to talk about looking like a straight minstrel show. I remember my mom making some chitlins, putting it on the plate and putting it on the dining room table, and my sister and I dancing and singing around the table, picking a piece of chitlin as we danced and sang with merriment and wonder. I don't know what we were singing. I can't remember what we were singing exactly, but I feel the joy that was there.
Somehow that seems like that should be a Paul Mooney skit.
It does. It does. I mean, we were skipping and laughing and singing and eating chitlins.
Oh wow.
The house was a funky, smelling mess. Had
Yeah.
no idea why. And then when I found out, the dancing and singing stopped. The day the music stopped. That should be the name of the documentary. The day the
dancing stopped.
The day the dancing stopped. The day funk no. The day the dancing stopped.
Hilarious.
Yeah. This is what white supremacy does. It makes us internalize their pathology so we continue their work for them. Ooh, Casey. Ooh, Casey.
I know. Drop the mic, Casey.
Ooh, is that your birthday wisdom coming through? That's related. Woo. Subsequent J. Melissa. Y'all watch it. High on the Hog.
So I have to. So that makes me think of the Black Lady sketches where they're talking about they're doing the prayer in the church about the food.
Oh, before
the wet pies.
Before the potluck.
Yeah.
Yeah, with David Allen Greer. Yeah, that was
fun. And she's praying, and she brought some sweet potato pies, Lord.
Get water.
How did water get in your sweet potato pie?
I want to get in there. That was funny. I gotta, like I said, I didn't watch any yesterday, so I'm not all the way caught up. But I got some more to watch too. But I was watching a little bit last night. I was like, let me go to sleep because today I'm doing a photo shoot with the fabulous Elroy McDaniel. Oh, we fancy, huh?
Yes. Hey, put that in. Renita, put that. I gotta do like 4 or 5 of y'all.
Put that in the messenger.
Put that in the messenger. I got to do it. I'm going to try to do it today. I don't have when the boys go with my parents, but yeah. So Elroy is doing a photo shoot for me. Elroy runs these specials, and I'm a long time, 20-some year customer.
Okay.
And so whenever he runs a special, I usually just buy them to support him, and I'll just have them. But then the pandemic hit, so I have all these specials I've never used on the photo shoots and on the makeup. So I'm doing the photo shoot today in my graduation regalia, in my collar, a professional one, and then a fun one. So stay tuned.
When the graduation is when actually?
The graduation is on the 12th. So that's another thing. I got to figure out. I wanted to do like a little small, for my close friends, just celebration. And not even, I'm not trying to set it out. I'm just trying to get everybody in one place.
I thought we gonna get a little pomp and circumstance, and then hold on. I think I got a better trap one. Hold on, I got a better trap.
Well, it's funny you say that because the place that I'm thinking about going, I talked to Jackie Fair. She's like, wait. You gonna have a DJ? I was like, I don't think I'm gonna have a DJ. I said, but maybe I could get Rob to put me a playlist together.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I know. I thought I had two. Anything you want, they got it in the trap. They got a trap.
I know, right? They do. So yes, I'm trying to because it's the weekend before my birthday.
Oh.
My birthday will be that Tuesday. So Carlisha may come in town.
Oh. Tell her to bring some cobbler.
Oh, okay. I'll tell her. I'll tell her.
Man, I know she's not feeling well, but
yeah, there's a remix to Pomp and Circumstance.
Damn right. Got them all. I
love it.
Got them all.
If you do a playlist for me, that has to be on there.
we trap it out. Yeah, they probably got some. Those were downloaded like 3 years ago. Somebody probably got a better one right now. You know.
So Holland, his graduation from elementary is 11.
Oh man.
And then mine is the 12th. So I got the yard sign coming.
Okay.
I put my name on there too. I'm graduating.
I am. What time are you gonna do yours? Because I'm doing something I think from like 2 to 6, but we'll figure something out. Yeah, because I wanted to. Well, my graduation's at 12. Oh, Mark said he needs those tracks, bro. Gotcha, Marky. But I wanted to do something. And it's tomorrow will be 2 weeks out, so I got to decide like today. But I wanted to do something. Really, I kind of want that time frame, like 2 to set, 12 to set. Like I was gonna have, if they had AV, I was gonna say we could all be there and watch the graduation together. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. You know, and then go into the festivities, and somebody could take the boys to the babysitter, and I could continue. Pour it up. But it won't be so. The other reason why mine has to be during the day is the very next day I preach at my mom's church. Oh. So I gotta, I can't be staying out late celebrating, and then too tired to get a word. But y'all say a prayer for Holland Holland and Hudson. Hudson started not feeling well yesterday. And Hudson is the kind of kid, he's very stoic about, when he just pushes through. If he hurts himself, he's like, he jumps up, I'm okay. And he goes on about, he might limp around for a minute and then he's like, shakes it off. And right in the middle of, he jumped up to go to the restroom while we were doing his reading interventionist. And then when he came back, he just teared up. And he's not a kid that just cries. Right. So when he tears up, it like gets me here. Right. Because he's got these big old eyes with these lashes and they just well up. So, and then he did it twice yesterday and he said his tummy kind of hurt. I had him to, sit down and just rest for a couple of hours and he seemed like he was better, but then he did that again last night. So, and then Holland was back up. His stomach was bothering him. So, I don't know. They had popcorn last night, and I think I should not have let them have the popcorn, especially Holland, because that popcorn, it's so good, but it'll tear you up. Yeah, get in there and mess up your innards. Your innards, yeah. So anyway, pray for the little people. You know what brought? Speaking of little people, at the graduation yesterday for Olivia, when it was all said and done, she and her little girl gang, they all hugged and they hugged their teacher. And that was the first time that they touched each other all year. Oh, wow. Okay. I still got bass in my voice, y'all. I do. Ooh, both Back Row brothers are in the house. What? Good morning. What? Tell Tracy we said happy birthday. It's Tracy's birthday. His wife. To you. May is just rough on Milton, man. Mother's Day, anniversary, birthday. Can't buy no stocks in this climate, homie. Can't do it at all.
It's the spiritually sanitized scripture of the day.
I listen because it gets me through my day and it eases my mind.
With Tamla Wilson.
Hold up, wait a minute.
What you gonna play now, Bobby? I don't know, but whatsoever I play,
stomach bugs, no joke.
To be funky. Right.
No.
It's the spiritually sanitized scripture of the day with Dr. Tamla Wilson.
She's a real deal, so you know.
Yeah, that's a good segment.
Still, aka Reverend Spice.
What's up, Irit? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
So I am hanging out in Proverbs 22. We were in 21, but I'm still on honor. I don't know what God is saying to me. I don't know if I told y'all though, my mom had my letter that I wrote to Pastor Cosby after I read the scripture he told me to read. And man, she was like, it was like a sermon. So when I read it back, I was like, oh, this is gonna be my sermon on the 13th.
Already done. Thank you.
Already done. Just got to be tweaked a little bit.
Thank you, former me.
and I got right. Thanks for me. And I got a confirmation because I said, I think I'm gonna title the sermon "I Choose You." And the other day I was cooking and Holland was watching Pokemon and I told him to pause it and go, I don't know, take his bath, whatever. And I looked up and the name of that episode was "I Choose You."
Wow.
I know. I took a picture of it and sent it to my mother. So, all right. So anyway, Proverbs 22. A good name is verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches. And favor is better than silver or gold. The rich and the poor have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all.
Mm.
The clever see danger and hide, but the simple go on and suffer for it. The reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life.
Mm.
And I heard you saying this morning, Rob, that every bad thing, that happened, that you came out better for it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because the kids were watching the Trolls, have a show now, or not now, but they have a show. It's like a little series. And there's this guy called Cloud Guy. And Cloud Guy is like super annoying. Like he's the kind of person that's like, high five. And then when you go to hit his hand, he's like too slow. He does all those kind of pranks. And they were really mad at him. So they decided that they would like break him down, how his brother, he's Cloud Guy, but his brother's all cool. His brother's Cloud Man. Yeah. He failed precipitation, just all this. And so he goes off to.
You're going to make me watch this instead of all right.
Right. He goes off to be by himself. And Poppy, the queen of the trolls, comes and she's like, what did y'all do? And she was like, they were like, well, he's so annoying. She was like, I can't. It was their annoy-anniversary because he's been annoying them for like a year. And so y'all know I watch too much kid stuff because I got kids. So
I'm mad at it though. I'm thoroughly entertained right now, and like I'm gonna try to find the episode. So
he says, so the one girl, the country troll says, well, he came and won that pageant in front of me. And she was like, actually, I was taking the pageants too seriously. And when he won that pageant, it made me let go of the pageants and go pursue other things that I had interest in.
Mm.
And then somebody else said, well, he did this and it made me do this. And then this one branch says, yeah, well, I was perfectly fine living my life as a hermit. And then he came along and I had to come out of my shell. And as he was talking, it's like he realized
that
that did help him.
Right.
And what was really funny is that it was all a prank that Cloud Guy and this other girl did. So he wasn't even that sad the way he made him think he was. But anyway, the point was adversity a lot of times will make us better.
Yeah.
And we don't see it when we're going through it.
Right.
And the thing is, if you're pursuing what we talked about yesterday, and if you're focused on what I'm talking about today, a good name, and favor, and that's a good name. Oh, you still watch Kirsten?
Your kid at the house, Kirsten still watching, pulling up with a bowl of Lucky Charms.
You got to watch this show, and y'all have got to watch the Trolls World Tour.
Oh yeah, that movie is dope. Yeah,
man, the music and also the message,
the subliminals.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Boy, it is a ode to gentrification.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
Ill Tracy? What's up, man? Got a lot of people, new people on here. I am Crystal Nicole. What's up? Good morning to all y'all, man. How y'all doing?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. Too Much Styles by T. Yeah, everybody love trolls, man. You gotta love.
Yeah, the trolls. I mean, so a good name. So what is a good name though? A good name is to me is being of God. Because they said none is good but the Father, right? So a good name means you're living your life in a way that God would be proud. Or pleased, maybe is a better word, that God would be pleased. So if you focus on that rather than great riches and favor, that's also of God.
Favor ain't fair.
And favor ain't fair.
Favor ain't fair. And I know I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna let my light shine. I know I got favor. I know I do.
Me too.
I know I got it. Like I said, it was on display at the Fountain of Praise the other night.
Yeah.
It was evident. It was evident.
Well, and I look at the fact that the job, the company I work for now, I did not go looking for them. It was a chance occurrence that I ended up there. And then it was a chance, that I didn't take chance. It was God ordained. I mean, everything I've told y'all, I have so many stories that I could tell y'all about the favor that God has had on my life. So, and it says the reward for humility. So I don't take the credit for it. Right? I don't think that I've been able to do all these things. I'm so great. I know that it's nothing but God in my circumstance.
Oh, yeah.
Who is a divorced mom with a job, 2 kids, getting a doctorate in a pandemic? Who does that?
I don't know anybody but one silly person who would on that challenge.
Yeah, so it's the fear, the reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. And I am living my best life. I really am. I know you don't like the saying, but I am.
I'm fine with living my best life. Don't just do it with the four. I'm fine with that. It was
okay. Oh no, giving me life. That's the one you don't like.
It's to give me life. Living your best life, not a problem.
You're all right with that one.
Diva
and you like the song too,
huh?
And going back and forth.
I that is probably the best part of the song. Living your best life is one thing. Not going back and forth with you figures is probably even better. That is because that is biblical. That is
we were that was our theme song for one of the takeovers.
Oh yeah. You don't argue with a fool. Don't go back and forth with them. You don't do it. Don't engage.
Nope.
Don't engage.
No.
Don't engage.
Don't engage.
Don't engage. Don't engage.
Yeah.
Try to give you reasons to, man. There was some stuff back when I was at the box. I'm gonna keep this generic. For those who know, there was an artist that and I'll use that term loosely. Very loose. There's a guy who recorded.
Yeah, when I say artist, I mean somebody that made music.
And when I say music, I mean there were beats and rhymes.
If you want to call it that.
If you want to call it that. Anyway, and we would see stuff from this particular person and their fan base every day. Band, box, and blah 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 blah. How come you don't play this guy's song? And there were lawsuits and threats and fights, and there was a lot of stuff going on with this particular artist. And at the whole point in time, it was our object was never engaged, even though these attacks were coming. What's up, Shelton? Never respond back. And that's the thing about Khan said they're still doing it. Really? I don't even go in them spaces. Here's the thing. this is something else. If you want to protect your spirit, don't go looking for stuff that you know may make you upset. Don't go looking. Let me go see what they talking about here today.
That's like that song. Have you heard the song PJ Morton? I don't want to go through your phone.
Oh no, that sounds.
He's like, I don't. He's like, we happy. I don't want to go through your phone.
Yeah,
I might find something, because if you look for something, you'll find something. It may not be what you think it is, but because you're looking for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And to me, if I gotta go through your phone, we're already at a point.
Yeah.
You
don't go back and forth with that figure.
So why and Casey, Con is on IG right now. Casey,
Con knows who it is. All right, I'll put it here so y'all know. But I've got to the point where I don't even say that full name. I don't even, yeah.
I don't know how I did. I mean, I know it was nothing but God. Let me say that.
Yeah, I don't even say that fool's name.
Oh, you know what? It's so funny because I saw something in social media and I thought, I know this guy and I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So highest order.
Yeah.
And yeah, you knew that already, T. Yeah, Melissa, you already knew.
Tania, everybody.
Yeah, y'all already knew. And it was so crazy about the lawsuit, and this was so gangster about my old boss Terry. Oh my God, the law. There was a lawsuit, several of them. In fact, and one of them was something to the effect of we were blocking their ability to earn money by not playing their music on the station, and because we didn't play it, we cost him X amount of millions of dollars or whatever else he said, right? And my boss, Terry, so gangster, had all her stuff lined up. She said, we don't play Dolly Parton either. Yet she's able to make money. And then she named off these other artists who have just gone viral because of YouTube and everything else. And we don't play this and so artists, but yet they came to town and they sold out. You said it comes to making good music, and we just don't like your music. We don't. It's not that we have any personal beef with you. We just don't like your music.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal. We don't like your music. We don't like this artist's music either. We don't play them. I mean, I wish I could have been in there. I only read the transcripts, but I was like, ooh, hit him over the head with.
And what do you say to that?
What do you? Yes, we just don't like your music.
Right.
So gangster. We don't like it. Like, you make music that's trash.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it, at one point in time, this particular person had a song out with Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and I think like Future. I think they were all on the same track. And at this, and in that juncture around 2011, 12, something like that, you couldn't get a song with Wayne and Ross that was popping, then you just pretty much suck. There's also the reason he in the upcoming event. Oh, really? Well, I will say this: this person is an opportunist, and a lot of stuff is done for show. I don't know how. I can't measure anybody's intentions, but all I know is I've heard too many stories about, because he's fashioned himself in this manner to be this community do-gooder. And I know of some occasions where they brought him out to help. One was like a water giveaway that was down in like Webster. And one of my buddies, I DJ'd his wedding, and he had him out. There weren't a lot of people that came out, and he's like, "Hey, I'm not getting out the car to help out until y'all get some more people down here." So they went knocking door to door to try to get people to come out in order to get him out the car to make it look like a thing. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the kind of person that this guy is.
Wow. Yeah, that's sad. So you know what? And so that's this. I don't even know how we got to him, but that scripture.
You don't go back and forth with no figures.
Yeah, but also the beginning of good name is to be chosen rather than greater riches, and favor is better than silver or gold. And all of these things, the reward for humility and the fear of the Lord is riches and honor in life. If you live your life in such a way. So anyway.
Well, and you go live your life in such a way. We never, when all this was going on, we never addressed it. We never said nothing. And eventually, there were people, there are a lot of people that rode for him.
Right.
But eventually, like I said, the name that he had built up for himself, when people got to deal with him one-on-one on their own time, then they were like,
now we see. Yes. And I have to go back to something you said yesterday.
What's that?
That does sound like something 45 would do. So narcissistic personalities, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were talking about Vivica A. Fox's interview where she talked about her ex-husband.
Yeah.
She also talked about 50 Cent.
Okay.
Said that basically he was the love of her life.
Oh, wow.
And that she feels like the reason their relationship didn't succeed is because they went public too soon.
Mm.
And then when the public got in or whatever. But, they've had like an ongoing spat or whatever because she came on and said something about, she did some interview and was talking about she always had to be the one to initiate sex or something. And then apparently he came out on social media and was like, this is what I wake up to. He was like, it was 14 years ago, get over it or whatever. But now he's dating some like model girl or something like that. Or no, maybe she's an attorney. She's an attorney. I'm sorry. A firing attorney, I think. Anyway, he apparently hadn't responded, but she had like, oh, that's so sad or something like that. And then she had like a tiny violin.
Oh, Vivica.
I'm like, but people are like, why are you, are you like wanting to let him know that you're still interested or?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Con, this person recently got an award at the Billboards. Wow.
Yeah. So that's where I saw it. I saw some award and I saw him with, I want to say maybe with Tina Knowles.
I would say that he is a marketing guru. He knows how to fashion himself in front of the crowd. And, he's better at that. He's better at that than making music. So, Ivory Slater, good morning. Good morning, Ivory. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I ain't going back and forth about that figure. That's right. You can't address everything. That's you can't address everything. And then some things, like you said, you just gotta sit on. My barber said it the other day. He said a lot of times you gotta dumb yourself down in order to fool the fool who thinks they fooling you.
Yeah.
Why is this doing pause due to Pork Nation? IG, I hate you so much right now. You gotta dumb yourself down to fool the fool who thinks they are fooling you. And he said, people don't bother people they think are inferior to them. And I said, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? He said, your barber, he said, your lawn guy out there. He said, how long have you been cutting your grass? I said, almost 12 years. And he said, you don't think he's paid? I said, oh, I know David is paid. I'm sure he does every neighborhood and about every subdivision. David probably got a bigger yard than everybody, but he plays the role of subservient and probably.
That's like my yard man Oscar.
Mhm.
He was my next door neighbor at my old house, but he cuts my yard for little or nothing.
Yeah.
But I was telling my mom, he is a professional landscaper. Like he's a professional landscaping business. Cutting my yard is nothing to him. The little bit of money that I pay him, and I'm always like, Oscar, are you sure that's all? And he's like, yeah.
Yes.
And I realize it's because he's doing these landscaping jobs. Probably that's where he's making his money. He don't care nothing about my little yard.
That's just a little gas money to get to the other gigs.
Well, and what's funny to me is I felt like he did that for me because I was his next door neighbor, and he was like, "Okay, I don't want your yard looking like trash next to my house."
So I'm gonna tighten this up. What you saying? I'm probably in the morning, but I've seen, but I've been side-eyeing all this stuff on 50 coming to H-Town. There's some people that side-eyeing it, and you know what? I don't know 50's intent either. You'll miss tomorrow. I have to coach baseball. All right. And Conroe. Ooh. Yeesh. From your crib? Yikes. But he is dropping checks.
50?
50 is. So I think he dropped like a $600,000 check. So, it'll get used to good cause, hopefully.
I mean, maybe something good will come of it. I don't know. I'm kind of still on the fence about it too, but if you're gonna come and not cause trouble and try to do some good, let's
I will say this: I've met 50 about 5 times, and he's brilliant. He's brilliant because he knows how to move the needle with people.
Right.
He knows how to move the people. What's up, David? He knows what to do to trigger a reaction, whether good or bad,
right,
in his favor. And he realizes that even if you're talking bad, you're still talking about him, and he ain't got to bring up something from 14 years ago. He keeps himself in the mix. But David Settle, what's up, partner? I can't get with you, Dave. But one of the coolest things he did, it made me a forever fan, was the very first time I met him. We talked just a little bit. I think it was right before I was about to I had just gotten married. We were recently married and found out Nikki was pregnant. And, I think that was kind of like the conversation and whatever. Fast forward about a year later, I'm in the mix room at the station. He's coming in. He swings the door open and he's like, "Hey, man, how's your son doing? How's your son and your wife doing, man? He should be about X and X, years old." And I was like, how does he know this? How do you remember this?
Right.
All I knew was he said it, and it was 50-cent mixes for the rest of the week.
He knew how to move the needle.
He came over there. "What's up, Rob? Hey, man, how your wife doing, man? Your son, he should be about 6 months old now, huh? Right?" I was like, what?
See, and that's the thing. I don't know a lot about 50. So let me just say that. I thought he might have been one of those people that was talking some foolishness around the Trump stuff,
That was Lil Wayne.
That was Lil Wayne. Okay, so 50 didn't say anything. He wasn't. Didn't go to the White House or something.
Nah, I think that was Wayne. That was Weezy.
Okay, so yeah, and that's okay. So anyway, like I admire the business, like you said, the mind.
Mm.
I mean, he has made some moves that you would have never thought.
Right.
From when he first came on the scene. If you would have said he'd been producing a hit show.
Right. Who knew? He's winning on these shows, right?
Then he have like a water.
Yeah, he sold his rights. Yeah, he sold that for millions upon millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you said, he's got he started off with Power. Now he's spun that to a hit series, and now he's doing about 5 different spinoffs of that. A good memory goes a long way, and that means he's a good listener. Renita, it's either that. Here's my 2 thoughts on it. Either he has that, or he was in town with one of the local and it could have been that he asked the record rep, all right, tell me about him, which even
I'm not mad at that either, though.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that either. The fact that he was like, all right, tell me something about him, tell me something about him, tell me something about him, tell me something about her, and that way I can spit it off when it comes. People
I told you that's like when I met then Senator Obama, but President Obama, and I said, hey, it was at the Congressional Black Caucus events in DC, and I said, hey, I'm not even from Illinois, but I contributed to your campaign because I believe in what you're saying, whatever. Mm-hmm. Fast forward, he's here about to announce, and I said, you may not remember, but I met you before. He says, yeah, at the Congressional Black Caucus.
What?
So like you said, somebody could have done a rundown and been like, yeah, she's attended Congressional Black Caucus, or
right. You never
I don't care.
Don't care. Yep. All I know is he said that there, and yeah, it's 50 mixes the rest of the week. I mean, like you said, and he very well could be like the other guy. And here's the thing. The other guy has people that are on his team and they believe he has helped them tremendously, and that's fine. And if he has, awesome. I just know what he did to us and how he tried to attack us.
Yeah,
so that is why I have my disdain for him.
So you hate how 50 engages his son? Is that it? Because I keep seeing his son. I don't know if we're talking about the other gentleman or 50.
50's and his son Marquise. Yeah, they've got issue and drama against one another.
How old is his son?
His son should be. His son might be 20 something now.
Okay.
Because 50 came out 2003 in the club. That was 2000. That was 18 years old. Yeah. So, and his son was in the video. So he's probably 21, 22, something like that.
Okay.
Now. Yeah. It is. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's my thing, and I'm not making excuses for either one of these gentlemen. But I think it's sad that, well, let me say this. We don't know a lot of times the people's background. We know a little bit about 50's background.
Right.
But I feel like, think about, who I think about, Terrell. I want to say Terrell, but was it Terrell Owens?
Yeah.
And how his personality was and whatever. And then you found out some of the backstory.
Oh my God, man. When you find out that his dad lived across the street from him the whole time, and that he didn't know, and he grew up not knowing who his dad was. Football and sports gave him a voice.
Right.
And he excelled at it, and that gave him the confidence to be who he was. But inside, this part of you is dying because you don't have a relationship with your father.
Right.
Oh, that's another because you dying because you ain't got no relationship with your father. Ooh.
Right. Wow. Right. Wow. Ooh, I got a chill.
Dying inside. You got this false confidence, but you ain't got no relationship with your father. Wow.
Yeah. And I think that so this is not to give excuses for people, because I feel like, once you're an adult, it's on you to start working on those things and to recognize it. But I also feel like a lot of times we place expectations on people who have not had the benefit of seeing what it is to be fathered.
Yeah.
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 It's why a lot of people, they want to get rid of like the father and he and him when we talk about God, and God is a spirit. So let's be,
Right.
It should be God the Father and Mother.
Right.
Because God is both, and he's not a person, and we can't fit him into the box of defining him in the way that we define people, because he's not a person, he's God.
Right.
But you have people who've had these horrible relationships. When they think of father, God is the last thing they think of. If that's what God is, I don't want none of that. So we have to be careful. Yeah.
On that one song from Chrisette Michele, that's the only one song that I can play. Sure. All right.
Right. So but I think and I'm not giving people a pass, like I said, to be crazy, but I'm just saying we have to extend some grace.
Yeah.
And like you said, with that other person, it's one thing when you're in your personal life and you're doing crappy stuff, but filing lawsuits for
because we ain't play your music.
And one thing I will say about 50, what I think is funny, he did do something. I can't remember what it was, because Chelsea Handler, who used to date him, came out and was like, I'll pay your blah, blah, blah if that's the only thing that's keeping you from doing whatever it was.
Right.
And he was checked, and he came out and was like,
Well, all right, Renita, I want to address that. So what we read or presented in the public or on social media is often taken out of context and not the whole story. That is so sage. That is so wise. It is, and that's what happened, because you're not getting the whole story.
Like the Kirk Franklin story with his son.
Right. We jump to a side that's the loudest.
Right.
That's what happens a lot of time. We jump to the side that's the loudest. And it speaks to our fleshly side, and we want to attack. Val Lopez, what's up? What's going on? Good morning. So we jump to that, and just because someone's quiet silence doesn't mean they're compliant in it.
Sometimes they're just back to our other point. I ain't going back and forth.
And you know what? You can keep putting all this stuff out here all you want. You can keep throwing it out there. Which
I am that person in relationships. The more you try to engage me in that way, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow when we can have a real conversation. And it's infuriating to people who want to argue.
Oh man. Now you want to get somebody pissed off that is trying to get you engaged, don't engage. Oh man. You really want to piss them off? That's how you do it. That is how you do it. And like I said, for years, we wouldn't say nothing. We ain't say nothing about it on the radio, because all that is doing is just
you blowing
it and making it
right.
You just don't put no gas on it. Ain't gonna put
making it relevant.
Nope. You can only sustain yourself with that anger for so long. But when you ain't got, they ain't said nothing. Damn. What was I mad about again?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say something, Casey. You say who fights with their 11-year-old on social media, and I don't know anything, so I'm not disagreeing with you. But I'm gonna say, how does an 11-year-old have a presence on social media? And who gave them that presence on social media?
Yeah.
And so you never know what the dynamics are between the mother and the father. And granted, he should not engage with an 11-year-old. You should not. To me, you don't engage with a child,
not in the public,
as if they're an adult. Period.
That's we put too much in these public forums. Personal.
Nice, nasty too, Tania.
Personal stuff. We want to engage in these personal relationships in a public space. Just like I told y'all before, I never understood and won't understand, and they're going to continue to do it as long as social media is out there. When some celebrity puts out there, yeah, we're not together no more, we're going through a divorce, it's been rough. But
please respect our privacy.
The fuck? Why'd you put this out there then?
look, not that I'm not a celebrity by any means, but people, I will have been divorced 4 years in July.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people that still don't know I'm divorced.
Right. See?
Clearly they're not paying attention because I did change my name.
Right.
But they're like, I didn't have any. So let me say this, y'all. If you're going through a divorce or a breakup, stop posting all this
new me.
new me. You're
Go ahead.
yes.
Go ahead.
Stop posting all these affirmations that are on the slide, throwing shade at your ex, and you don't even need glasses to see it. I mean, it's so clear. Please. It's so obvious, and it's almost the best revenge is living well and not going back and forth, not giving it the energy.
Don't do it. Khan said, did he put a Throwback Thursday photo with J-Lo? I didn't see that.
Did he?
Shooting a shot. I think that's just shooting a shot. But yeah, man, all like I say, the little here's the other thing too. Some of these, when we look at some of those the affirmations or whatever that they put on it, you can clearly tell it's coming from a selfish place. You can tell the ones that are godly.
Yes, exactly. Or, when you start posting like the come hither pictures of yourself, you're all
yeah.
like,
okay. That's how. So you advertising now? All right.
now you advertising.
Now you're advertising.
Come on, man.
And then hold on. Here's one too. Because I know we're talking about the ladies there, but the dad that all of a sudden now he posts a picture with him and his kids. This is the only place I want to be.
How about the dad that's posting all those pictures, but ain't paid no child support?
Well, that's a whole.
They're showing up at every event. This is me and my son, me and my daughter here. I'm at this awards program. I'm at that. I'm at the grad. But now we just found out you owe $70,000 in back child support.
Ooh, hello.
What?
Well, I think we stop right there and do. But it's getting a little more personal. Okay.
No, that's not me. It's not personal for me.
Okay.
That's not me.
Ooh.
I'm serious. I don't put. I may share a little right in this group in that chat. I don't talk about my situation like that.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's go.
Now unto him who's able to do exceedingly abundantly more than we can ask or think. Now unto him be glory as we live our lives attempting to find a good name or to have a good name and focusing on the fact that favor is better than silver or gold. Let us walk today in joy, love, and peace, knowing that if we do these things, our God who is in heaven has the power to bring our heart's desires to us and will do that for us if we just do these things. So let's do that and let's spread love today in whatever we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Y'all have a great day.
Wealth is such a final word. When you hear wealth, it's over. Wealth.
Oh, Mama Yo said she's glad that she didn't do those things. She said she would have thought we were handling up on her. We weren't handling up. Nah, we ain't.
No, Mama Yo, we not.
Just speaking.
And I'm not saying, so hear this. I'm not saying if you're posting pictures and you're truly happy and you're truly living your best life and you're just posting that, but there's a difference. And many times you can sense it,
Yep.
So.
Yeah. All right.
We need to say what time tomorrow.
Let's do 9:00. David Banner. David Banner. Chat it up. Dang it, Banner's here. I gotta do it. Hold on. I gotta do it. Hold on. Hold on, David. Don't go nowhere, David. They don't go nowhere, DB.
You gonna take your come hit the pick, Tania?
Dude. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Hold on. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. There you go, David. That's just for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He said no, don't. You know you wanted me to do it, David. Quit fronting. You know good and well. You can't.
No, listen, that's not what we're talking about.
Come on. Oh, I do the running. We running through the. That was just for you, Dave. I know it's gonna make you have a good day right there. Y'all have a great day. Love y'all much. Holla back.